The hardest decisions on the Camino aren't about gear blisters. It's about choosing where to sleep and what pilgrim does it make you. It's a day number 15, the Camino de Santiago Portuguese way, and by now I've discovered something really surprising. Choosing the accommodation for every day is not the matter of comfort and price only. It's about the daily identity crisis. My legs are stronger, my pack feels lighter, but every night the same question comes up. Do I stay in a cheap dorm and feel authentic? Or book a quiet room and wonder if I'm doing it wrong? Am I being too soft for wanting a private room tonight? Or am I trying to prove something by roughing it in a crowded dorm?
So this is the decision that nobody warns you about, and it's getting under your skin. Because it's not only about the rest, it's about identity, it's about comparison, it's about ego, and it's about expectations.
So today, we're entering the famous Porto. It's not about blisters or gear. It's about the quiet Camino pressure that shows up when your walking ends and the choosing begins. The first nights are easy. Until they not in the beginning, you just take what's available. A spot in the municipal, a bunk bed. Maybe someone snores, but you don't care. You're still caught up in the rhythm of arriving. And then around the day 10, something shifts. You wake up with the sore neck. You don't sleep. You had 3 different people snoring and one guy snacking in the bed at midnight. And suddenly, the idea of the door, just the door, feels like luxury. And now you're thinking, is it still the Camino if I want a little peace? And it's not just the sleep you're craving, it's a privacy, the ability to be with your thoughts without anyone else resting their back beside you. And the simple longing makes the question that a spoken rule of the way. It's not about the room, it's about what it represents. Where you sleep isn't just a practical choice, it reflects how you want to walk. If you book ahead, you're killing spontaneity. And if you don't, are you just creating stress? If you choose a cheap option, are you doing it right? Or if you pay for the comfort, are you cheating something? No one talks about this, but it's real, because the Camino comes with its strange inner voice. A real pilgrim do it this way. And every day you're deciding whether or not to listen to it. It's like an invisible Camino jury lives in your backpack. And the judgment isn't loud, but it's constant. And it takes energy to silence it and walk your own way. I passed the fire station in Oliveira de Azeméis. They offer bed for pilgrims for just €5. My brother used to be a firefighter, so this hit something deep in me. In Portugal, firefighting is a cultural pillar, especially the voluntary brigades, built around protecting, helping and service. And standing in front of the station, it feels like more than the bed. It feels like a story, a connection, a moment to honor. If it hadn't been 10 a.m., I would have stayed without question. Sometimes comfort is measured in memories, not mattresses. And that place felt like a living tribute to something bigger. It reminded me that the Camino isn't just a path, it's a mirror. The town itself, Oliveira de Azeméis, felt like a fairy tale. Old storefronts, locals sleeping the doorsteps, a slow rhythm. Later, I passed the train station albergue. Literally a part of an active station. Trains rumbled by. Inside, beautifully restored, quiet and ready for pilgrims. It felt surreal, magical even, like the kind of place the Camino invents just for you. And yet I walked on, because something was pulling me forward. It's those moments that define your walk. The ones that logic says, stop here, but your heart says, not yet. It's the art of learning when to pause and when to keep going. Strange place to sleep, but the right one eventually. I ended up somewhere that felt less ideal. A converted care home or hospice. Abandoned hallways, echoing silence. I wasn't even sure if it was meant for pilgrims, but it had a bed. I had shelter, and it had kind of humility. Sometimes the Camino offers you comfort, sometimes it offers you lesson. That night reminded me pilgrimage isn't about luxury, it's about receiving what is offered with grace. The place reminded me to drop expectations. It taught me that beauty sometimes comes wrapped in a weird packaging. And sleep, even in a strange room, is a gift. I woke up early, grateful for rest. The air was cool and I drank the strong coffee. Black, bold, enough to move mountains. I felt excited knowing that I'd reach Porto soon and reunite with Erica, but also sadness, because every step towards the city was the step away from the simplicity of nature. The paths became pavement and the trees were replaced by the construction cranes. And yet, in the middle of that shift, I saw beauty. Tiny chapels, cracked sidewalks, locals zipping espresso for €1. The city pulled me in with noise, but also reminded me why I started walking. The grass I touched that morning felt like a farewell. The trees whispered a quiet good luck, and the roads, even paved, still pointed north. Some days I need a kitchen and company. Other days I need silence and solitude. Sometimes I book ahead. Sometimes I let the Camino surprise me. And the question isn't what should a real pilgrim do, it's what helps me keep walking tomorrow. The Camino doesn't reward suffering for suffering's sakes. It rewards honesty. And the more honest I am about what I need, the stronger I walk.
So, today I'm staying in a place that the doors lock. And tomorrow, who knows, maybe a bunk bed, maybe a mattress on the floor, maybe something unexpected. But today, I made the choice I needed. And I'm also learning that pilgrimage is not about proving anything, it's about listening to the body, to the heart, and sometimes to your lower back.
Planning to walk Camino de Santiago but worried you're missing something? Are you on a crossroads in life seeking clarity or a fresh start? What if you could capture every moment of the transformation along the way? I've walked more than 10,000 kilometers around the world, and in my preparation packing list there is one thing I never leave behind. This journal, The Journey Within. Every Camino has taught me valuable lessons about life's twists and changes. The Journey Within isn't just another journal. It asks the right questions just at the right time, guiding you through the tough parts of the Camino and helping you to see what really matters. And it's not just my opinion. Thousands of fellow pilgrims have experienced its magic as reflected in their brilliant reviews. Camino is a one-in-a-lifetime experience. Make the most of every moment and get the journal now.